Hi everybody, this is Smart Martha with another Catholic Mom hack. Today we're going to talk about clutter. Do you feel overwhelmed with clutter? I know I do. I feel like I'm constantly picking up things. I feel like sometimes like the whole house is just covered with stuff and I can't get on top of it. But know that even though I've been struggling with this, I've tried all these different tips, I stay on top of cleaning, I still battle with this all the time. So it's going to be something that you're just going to have to constantly keep at. You're never going to get on top of it as long as you have kids. They're going to keep bringing stuff in. Heck, you're going to be bringing stuff in. So you're just going to have to, like I say, keep struggling and keep working with clutter. But despite that, I do have some tips that will help keep clutter at bay. And the first tip is this. Let's reduce our amount of clutter by keeping it out of our house. Don't let it in your door. Now, what are some ways you can do that? Well, for all of us, it's going to be different because we have different age kids, different activities, but think about it right now. What in your house is all over the place? What causes the clutter mess for you? And some of it is going to be very unavoidable. If you've got kids in sports, you're going to have, soccer cleats, soccer balls, shin guards, all kinds of that kind of clutter. If you've got kids who are in dance, you're going to have kids with their tutus and ballet shoes, and kids who like art, they're going to have pencils and crayons, all this kind of stuff everywhere. So you're going to have to just say, okay, how can I, keep some of that clutter reduced, or how can I, at least keep it under control? And like I said, you think about it and see where you have clutter that's, stuff that's not useful. Extra sports stuff, for instance. Do they need new sports equipment every year? So you've got, 7 soccer balls and 5 pairs of cleats. Do they need all those tutus for ballet? Well, yeah, you need a lot of tutus, I know. But, do you need to buy all that extra stuff? Do you need to keep bringing that stuff? Clothes even. We get so many clothes, so many toys. Do they need all those games, all those action figures, all those kinds of toys? When you have a birthday party, for instance, is it necessary for every kid to bring a lot of presents for your children? Maybe reduce the number of guests so you reduce the number of toys. Talk to relatives who give your kids toys. All right, so these are things that you're going to have to decide, how can I reduce the number of toys and clutter that I bring into my house? And that's going to be different for everybody. So keep the clutter out of the house in the first place is going to be your first battle. All right, the next thing you need to do, number 2, to keep clutter under control in your house is to help your kids be responsible or take care of their own stuff. And this is a battle too, of course, but if everybody takes care of their own stuff, everybody has a place for their own stuff, everybody keeps their own stuff where it's supposed to be, then that will keep the clutter from all over the rest of your house, right? So you need to help your kids learn to do this. They need places for their stuff, and they need to have that role enforced about taking care of their stuff, not leaving their stuff all over the house. Now, I've seen people who go around the house, collect everything that's out of place, and put it in a big box or put it in a big basket. And then sometimes I've even heard this tip from some other moms that, for the kids to get their stuff back, they gotta give some of their chore money, or they gotta pay for it. They gotta pay a fine to get their money back. And I'll admit, sounds like a great plan. So mom just puts all this stuff in a big basket or box, and if you want your stuff back, you gotta pay for it. That is way too complicated of a system for me. It sounds simple, but I just couldn't do it. It was just too hard. And then, when you've got older kids, it just feels funny fining them for leaving their things out. I mean, I leave things out all the time. Felt like a policeman. I don't really want my home to be like, like a policeman station or whatever. So, and it also didn't work because often the kids are like, well, I don't really care. If you keep that item in that box, I've got another one or whatever. So the fining and that just did not work. And so, so you want to help your kids to have a place for all their things in the first place, all right? Because if they have stuff and they don't have any place to keep it, then of course they're going to leave it out, okay? That sort of makes sense. if they don't have enough hooks in their room or enough shelf space or enough bins for their stuff. So you've got, the first thing you gotta do is make sure your kids have places for all their stuff and that they know what the places are. And plus, what I do with my kids, and maybe this sounds sort of strict too, but you know, if they can't take care of their stuff, then I'm going to help them to sort it out and to get rid of it, you know, and I just have that conversation with them. Look, you have too many toys, you can't manage these, you can't keep them picked up, so let's try to sort some of these out and give them away. And then some kids are like, they're good with that, you know, they understand that. And the kids who are really attached to this, well then, they'll learn to take care of them and they'll learn to keep them in their place. So it's just like having those conversations. We need those same conversations for our stuff as well too. And same as us, you know, even though if we may have places for our stuff, but we just get lazy and we leave things lying around, which happens to kids all the time. And so that's what we're just gonna have to try to keep after, keeping their stuff picked up, but have places where they can put all that stuff and stuff where they can easily put that stuff away too. So step number 3 is sort of like how we solve this problem on a daily, easy, simplified basis is if I find something out or if somebody else finds something out in the house that's in their room or the place that they're supposed to keep tidy, then they put it in a particular place for that particular child. And for our house, we use the stairs. Now when I had 10 kids, you know, so I had 10 stairs and everybody had a stair. So if you found something that was somebody else's and you were supposed to keep your particular space clean and somebody's stuff got left out in your space, you could come over and put it on their stair. If I want a quick pickup, I'm picking up the dining room and somebody's shoes are out, I can come up and put it on their stair. Or, you know, this is our stairs right now and the stuff that's out. So you can see we've got just a variety of things that people have picked up at different places. And instead of me having to run this stuff up to their bedrooms or me put it away myself, I just put it on their stair. And then each week, the kids are responsible for getting their stuff off the stair. And we also, to make that easy, when you see I'll make a chore video someday, somebody actually has the chore of cleaning the stairs. So they have to take the stuff off the stairs and they go and they put it in the person's bedroom. They stick it right in the middle of their bed and then they sweep the stairs or vacuum the stairs. And so, you know, every week our stairs get cleaned off and all the stuff gets put away. Part of our chores that we do is that everybody has a different part of the house that they're responsible for keeping clean. So if somebody leaves their stuff, like for instance in the bathroom, someone leaves their belts in there, whoever's cleaning that bathroom can take the belt out and come and put it on that person's stairs instead of having to put it away. And just me, when I'm going throughout the house, when I'm just tidying things up, I'll scoop things up and put it on the person's stair. And people, you know, supposedly while they're walking up the stairs, if they see something that's theirs, they'll grab that and put it away. So have a designated spot where you can put the clutter that's gathered. It could even be in one bin, and then someone could be responsible for sorting that out. But this way, it's sorted and ready to go. And oh, another thing too about the stairs. I've had a mom complain to me that, well, you shouldn't put things on the stairs because you might trip and fall. And that is so true. I don't want anybody falling down the stairs because of my advice. I'm so sorry. I have fallen down the stairs before while holding a child, and believe me, it is terrible. Don't put it so that it gets in the middle of the stairs. Ours is on the wood part. It's not even on the carpet part. We try to keep it way over so that does not happen. If your stuff starts sprawling onto the stairs, then you probably need to gather that kid whose stair that is and have them put their stuff away right then. All right, so that is our 3 beginning of clutter busters, or way to get rid of clutter in your house. So that's it for today's Catholic Mom hack. Shoot. So that's it for our Clutter Control Part 1 Catholic Mom hack. Thank you so much for being with me today.